good, everybody? Welcome back to Don Don 773 TV. Definitely in a place to be. So today we got to talk about the Michael Jackson biopic, y'all. So yeah, the movie ain't even dropped yet, and already it feel like certain narratives are being pushed around the film and around the Jackson family. Sorry about that, y'all. I had echo. Yeah, so and one of the main names they using trying to drag in the negative energy is Janet Jackson. Now the question I want to ask is simple. Why are they already trying to paint a negative narrative around this movie and this family before people even get a chance to judge the film for themselves? Yeah, we keep hearing Janet allegedly got a problem with the movie. Her and Jermaine Jackson allegedly had some type of blow up at a premiere. And then later reports come out disputing and debunking that. So that's what I want to talk about. Not just the movie itself, not just Michael Jackson's legacy, but why it feels like before this film even hit theaters, there's already attempts to smear, negative. They got drama, division, and negativity already. So we're going to get into it. Let's check this out.
Just have all these songs in my head. Just gotta get them out.
You wanna stay alive, better do what you can. So beat it, just beat it. I love you. Don't stop till you get it.
I'm just getting started.
I said you wanna be starting something.
There's no one like you.
Got to be starting something.
This is what I was put on earth to do.
And mother always told me.
I knew you were different the moment you were born. You let your light shine into the world. You are the greatest of all time.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good one. So yeah, this is the Michael Jackson biopic we talking about. Not some random artist. We're not just talking about some small legacy act. We talking about Michael Jackson, one of the biggest entertainers to ever walk this earth, a global icon, the king of pop. So of course, the anticipation for this movie is crazy. People want to see how they depict his life. People want to see how Jaafar Jackson, his nephew, does in the role. People want to hear the music, see the performances, feel the energy. That old nostalgia. People ready. It's a lot of anticipation around this movie. So when a movie already has that kind of anticipation behind it, my question becomes, why does some of the conversation keep getting steered away from the film into family drama, negativity? That's what stands out, because of the conversation being how good Jafar gonna be. Can he actually live up to an expectation of playing Michael Jackson? How powerful is the story gonna be? Can they really capture Michael's greatness. Things of that nature. We don't really care what Jermaine and Janet arguing about, if they're even arguing about anything. They started putting out reports that Janet had some type of issue with the movie. Then they just had this bigger angle about her and Jermaine Jackson having some kind of blow up after a screening. Now, if you throw headlines like that out, people are automatically going to run with it. We know that in the internet age, they ain't trying to fact check nothing. They just going to run with it. Because once you got Janet upset, family tension, big argument, blow up, you put those headlines out there, it's going to blow. Now, the focus ain't even a movie no more. Now the focus something must be wrong. The family must be divided. Maybe this movie got issues behind the scene. Maybe the people close to the Michael don't even support it, when that's not even the case. Because obviously she supported because they was at a screening for the film. But that's what those kind of headlines can do. It'll make it seem like it's something that's not. And that right there is the problem. Because if the messier version of this story get pushed first and later reports dispute and debunk it, the damage is already done. People remember the mess first. That's how narratives work. That's how they get built. So I got another clip I want to share with y'all. Pull it up, I'm sorry. Y'all check this out.
There's lots of miscommunications and things get twisted.
A family fractured over the new Michael Jackson biopic? And a war of words between Janet and Jermaine?
That's what I hear.
Only E.T. was at the world premiere of Michael in Berlin on Friday, which attracted fans from 68 different countries and family who is seriously impressed by Jaafar's transformation into his pop icon uncle.
I couldn't believe it. I got so emotional because he became Michael on that screen.
Jaafar is unbelievable. Matter of fact, I think he's the only one that could have done that.
It makes me emotional. They're going to see a great movie today. It's going to blow their minds.
But notably missing from the event, Michael's daughter, Paris.
What's the story you want out there about your dad?
Love and light.
And his sister, Janet, who both apparently decided not to be involved in the $170 million production. To the surprise of some fans, Janet isn't even featured. Despite it all, the entire family got together for a screening last month, which, according to reports, resulted in a heated exchange between Janet and her brother, Jermaine, who's also Jaafar's dad. An eyewitness tells Page 6 Janet had something negative to say about almost every scene.
I stay away from controversial stuff and all that stuff, but I will tell you this is a family-oriented movie.
So what really went down? Well, E.T. says Janet and Jermaine did discuss the movie, but they did not have a screaming match in front of their family. And while Janet may have had some constructive criticism about the movie as a whole, we're told the 5-time Grammy winner praised her nephew's performance.
But this still in all, this is how those narratives get created.
The truest and the highest compliment I can get as far as who I want to hear from. You knew him closest, and those are the, they're the ones I looked up to as a kid. And
there's always going to be something here or something there, but still your family, your blood, and that comes before anything.
So yeah, it is. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why they trying to smut up the movie before it even come out. Why they putting so much attention on family drama that may not even exist. why they putting so much focus on drama around the family instead of the film itself? Because let's be honest, this is one of the most anticipated biopics in recent memory. Michael Jackson is one of the biggest cultural figures ever. So you would think the lead conversation will be around legacy, performance, impact, whether his nephew Jaafar can really live up to the expectation of playing that role. That's what people really want to know. Can Jaafar pull this off? Can he capture that greatness? Can he capture that energy? Can he make people feel Michael through the screen? That's what we want to. That's what we want to know. We don't want to hear about them people arguing. That's a family, a big family. We know in our community there is gonna be argument. We don't want to hear that. So yeah, I'm not saying people can't critique the film. I'm not saying nobody can ask questions, but the question I have been asking, why has the mess been getting pushed harder than the real anticipation? Because I think this film might break records right here, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think this is gonna break some records. You know, this is how the media works a lot of times. Legacy, you know, they certain people, they don't want, even though Michael dead and gone, they don't want that name to do them type of numbers. And I really honestly believe we're gonna see some numbers get broken on that weekend. Yeah. So y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think. Y'all going to check the film out with your family? What city you tapping in from? Because we definitely gonna come back that weekend and we gonna talk about the atmosphere in the theaters and all that. Because like I said, I think it's gonna be record breaking. So yeah, y'all don't let the media run with them narratives. Because for all we know, Janet could be working on her own biopic. It could be a reason she wasn't depicted. We don't know. It would have been nice to see her depicted in the film, but like I say, we just don't know. But the media is going to turn this into a family feud. At the end of the day, I think it's a fair question. Why are they already trying to paint a negative narrative around this movie and the Jackson family? Y'all let me know what y'all think. You think it's just regular media coverage around a major film? Or do you think people are already trying to shape public perception around the Michael Jackson biopic before audience get to judge it for themselves? Y'all let me know in the chat. It's your boy. We'll be back. Church.